All right, in this video, we are going to create a freebie funnel, which is the simplest funnel that you can possibly make because all it is an opt-in page and kind of explaining why they should give their email over for this freebie thing that you have. And also the thank you page with the delivery. And optional, you can sell something on that thank you page, especially like a low ticket mini course. And then from there, whether they buy the low ticket mini course or not, they will be put on your email list where you can enter them into any of your sequences that you have offering any of your digital products or group coaching programs or anything like that. Okay. So what do we need before we begin to create this funnel? All we're going to do is we're going to create a form in Simple Funnels for our landing page. We're going to create our freebie, which is either going to be the URL that has a video on it or a PDF URL. And you can simply upload a download from Canva. So this is a workbook that I made in Canva. All you do is hit share. We're going to download the PDF, download it. I'm going to upload it right into my Google Docs, my Google Drive, hit new, upload, file upload. Going to grab it as soon as it's ready. Okay, now see where it is. Okay, so now we have it right here. And we're going to hit share. Anyone with the link can view this link. We're going to copy this link. I'm going to open my notes, and I like to just have a running thing with all my links in it. Freebie link. This link can go on your thank you page. It can also go in all the emails because they're going to be looking for their freebie. If it's a video, and then obviously you're just going to send them the URL to the video, but that is as simple as it gets to create a PDF that you're going to share. Okay, so we're done with that. We have the workbook. It's done. So now we're going to go over to Simple Funnels and let me walk you through this workbook funnel that I have. So basically it's just 2 steps, but I have a third just in case. This is the landing page. So you can make this right in Simple Funnels. This is how to create your first low ticket mini course that makes sales daily. This is the reason why they're going to give you their email address, right? Like you can make these really long or really short. I just find it right to the point. They're going to opt in. And thank you for taking the time to complete this form. Oh, it didn't even go to the next page. That's unfortunate. That needed to happen. Okay, so I need to work on that. Okay, so what I do is I just click on edit. And when this is done, we are going to go to the next step. All right, so that's fixed. I don't run ads to this landing page. This was just made for a course. I run a different type of ad, like a forms ad, lead forms ad. And so we skip this step. So anyways, all right, so this is what it looks like. They have the opt-in, the landing page or opt-in page, whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing. And then they get this delivered and then they get an offer, right? You can build out this funnel however you want, like however, big you want. If you want offers, it could be as simple as opt in for the freebie, deliver the freebie. That's it, right? And that's what we're going to do in this video. All right. So step 1, we are going to be in websites, funnels, new funnel. We're going to do this. I'm just going to call it like example so I can delete it. Freebie funnel. So we're just simply making a 2-step funnel in this. If you want to get fancy and add sales pages to it, you totally can. All right, so the first thing we need to do before we even start building out our page, we need to create a form specifically for this funnel, right? Because each form is going to send them on their own way to a different thing. So I have a different form for all my freebies because that's going to trigger them and put them on an email sequence and send them on their way. So we're going to do add form. We're going to just create from scratch because I literally just grab name and email address. You can make these super fancy, but this is going to be example form. I like you could do first name, last name. You could just do full name and change this. I don't grab phone numbers because I don't do phone marketing. I find that this is a lot and I just will put a single opt-in page that just says you accept receiving this freebie via email as well as any promotions, okay? You can change the color of your button here. We can make it, let's see, whatever your branding is on your page. So this is going to be example form and I'm going to hit save. Now we're going to go back to our funnel, right? We're in our funnel. I was creating this example freebie funnel. I'm going to add a new step, and I'm going to call this opt-in page. Now, you should have a bunch of templates that you can choose from for your opt-in page, but I'm going to go use existing. Let me just grab one. Let's see. Let's grab Regatta, and we'll grab opt-in short form, okay? Now we're going to edit this page to make them want to opt in for our freebie. So this is where I would have my picture of me holding the workbook, or let's say I have let's do this one. This is a recent one, a digital planner that is a freebie, right? So I would just put free digital, and then here we go. We have to go and change the form to, where's my example form, right? Now my form is popped up. You're going to want to change the copyright and any kind of terms and conditions that you have, especially if you're running ads, but this is pretty self-explanatory. If you wanted to make this bigger, you just simply hit this green button right here. You can build out another page. You can make this really long. You can make it really short. It really doesn't matter, okay? All right, so we're going to save this and we're going to go to our, let it save. Let's connect it to a URL. I'm going to create some crazy opt-in page because I already have an opt-in page. Okay. So now we're going to go back and we are going to create our second step. So we are going to say, thank you. You may already have a thank you page that you can use over and over again, but let me just grab one that says, Regatta, thank you, import. Like I did before because the other one was broken. You're just going to say thank you for check your inbox. And then I usually put my Instagram page, my website, and a course login or whatever you want. I just changed these pictures and they're very simple so that this would just say, hey, check your email. Okay. All right. So there's a couple things we need to do. This funnel is pretty much done for the website version. We just want to make sure that we go into website and hit edit. And when the form is submitted, we are going to go to the next step. That way we know that they're going to go right to the thank you page right after they submit that form. All right. Now for part 2 of this funnel, which is the automation. So we need to say create workflow, start from scratch. And this is going to be example freebie email sequence. Now you need to know what you're going to be pitching in this email sequence, right? Are you pitching your mini course? Are you pitching a group coaching program? Because we're going to deliver this freebie and then we're going to slowly talk about our next offer. If it's an expensive offer, you want to spend a lot of time kind of building up to this pitch. If it's a low ticket offer, you can get right to it, right? So what is our trigger going to be? Forms submitted. What form is it? It's going to be our example form. When somebody fills out our example form, it's going to start this trigger. The first thing I'm going to do is tag it. So I'm going to add a contact tag and put my freebie tag. I have so many tags, I don't want to add another one, even if it's a pretend one. So you would add your tag. Then you would send email, right? This is where you're going to deliver your email, right? Here is your freebie. There it is. We can make it look pretty by saying this, click here, highlighting this, and adding the link like this if you don't want that URL. Also, let me go back one step and let's go back to, let me move this, hold on. I'm going to go back to this funnel and we can also deliver the freebie here, okay? So this could say, thank you. Here is your freebie workbook. And what I would do is I would highlight it and then add that URL right there. They could click here, but they also are going to get it in their email sequence, right? Because we want them to go and open that email. That is how we're going to be corresponding with them. So yes, you can deliver it right on this thank you page, but you also are going to say, hey, check your email. It's going to be there. Because oftentimes when we sign up for things, we may be driving, we may be at a stoplight, we might be with our kids and we forget about it. So we always want to direct them back to this email. So here's the email. Here's your freebie. You gotta fill out the email sequence and hit save. Oh, it's going to give me errors. So let me just fill this out. Okay. Then we would wait. How long do you want to wait? Depends. Sometimes I wait a couple days. Sometimes I usually like to speed it up in the beginning and then spread it out later. Then send another email, right? This is where business strategy comes in on what you're saying in these emails. This is the tech setup, but different business coaches have different ways of teaching the different emails that you can send. I cover this in my list building blueprint. I also have a content club, which is great if you're sending newsletters. Content club are my AI bots that kind of help you with content. So you would wait, email, wait, email, wait, email, wait. This funnel can be 30 days long. It doesn't matter. It could be 5 days long. It could just be delivering the free email and then they go right to your regular email list, however you want to sequence it. A more advanced strategy is, let me show you. I have an email sequence that is running that is a free workbook. And the free workbook then adds them to a new workflow. So I have a new workflow called the Runway for the Beginner's Guide. It's just pitching my free class. So when they're done getting pitched this $27 boot camp, I pitch the boot camp for about 4 or 5 days, then they're going to get pitched a free class. So you can continuously send these people through different funnels, different email sequences that you already have. All right, so I hope that simple freebie funnel, again, I'll show it to you. Here it is. It's 2 steps. Opt-in page, thank you page. You can deliver the freebie on this thank you page. You can also pitch your mini course on this thank you page and direct them back to the email. The email is going to be triggered by this form that we created for this particular funnel. And then that triggers a bunch of email sequences. And what you pitch on that email sequence is totally up to you. It could be short, it could be long, depending on what you're selling. And yeah, I hope this video was short and to the point. I'm trying to make them as simple as possible.